Peace to everybody out there in the internet universe. I am the one and only Shakori Shine, and thank you for tuning into my channel. Now, this is going to be a reading for all my married or, long-term partner folks out there, right? We're just going to say you married, right? You could be married spiritually, mentally, or in the business, or in the, paper marriage. But you partner, y'all locked in, y'all all in, okay? So this is going to be a short reading for all of my sovereigns out there who are married, right? And you're just looking, you need a little support right now. So thank you for tuning in. Okay. So let's see. For my married people, how is your partner currently feeling about you? What are their current feelings, about you right now? How's your partner currently feeling about you? Let's see. Oh, and a card popped out. So so right now with this leader card in the second house, and then the lover came out. She just popped out, so I'm gonna read her too. But in this house, so right now, what I can say is that your spouse isn't feeling like the most romantic, right? Your spouse is feeling like very mundane about you, about the situation. Okay, your partner's like, I'm gonna provide, I'm going to take care of the finances and stuff like that. But there's this restriction on sexuality, romance. You guys could be in a sexless marriage, unfortunately. You know what I mean? And it's got like they feel like you guys are friends, right? They're like, I feel the friendship. I feel, I know we're connected. Maybe you guys have been together a long time, but the flow, the juiciness, the riverness of it all, it's kind of like waned. You know what I mean? Like you guys, your romantic sector, you see, she is romance, but she's under the new moon. She's in darkness. Your romance sector, your sensuality, is like very, it's in the darkness, right? It's not full. It's under the new moon. So you guys are experiencing like this low sexual connection, low romance, and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, your partner, they feel about you like, they feel like you guys are just friends. You know what I mean? Like you guys are getting along well enough. That kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Um, like it's just no it, like it's like someone who's taking care of the bills, but there's no dates being planned. Um, there's no, again, like the sexual engagement is, it's either few to none to or far in between. You know what I mean? And so yeah, like they're just like, they feel like you guys are just friends, right? Or just roommates or something like that, right? Where's the sensual engagement? Where's the excitement? Where is where's the romance at? You know? So what is your partner struggling to express to you? What is their partner struggling to express to them right now? What is their partner struggling to express to them right now? Again, like, look, the leader card again. So your partner may be the masculine in the situation, right? And your partner is expressing to you like they just need some freedom. They need variety. Like they need a break from the everyday, the mundane life. Again, like I said, mundane really came out like your partner feels stuck in the mundane. There's no magic, right, happening in the relationship. And that's why you're watching this, because I'm a love coach, and you got to remember, Stevie Wonder said it best: love is magic. Okay, and your partner's like they're missing the magic, right? They used to happen in the relationship. They're stuck, they might be going to work. Yeah, they're handling the bills, they're handling that kind of stuff, but it's like, where's the adventure? Where's the variety? Where's the spice of life? And that's what they're struggling to express to you. And it may not just be like sex and all that kind of stuff, but remember that sexual card, that sexual suppression card popped on out of there. So I'm not gonna say that that's not a part of it, but your partner is missing. Like, they're struggling to express to you that they need freedom, they need variety, they need excitement, they need spontaneity, they need adventure in their life, because they are so tied down to the mundane task of everyday life. They need some magic. That's what they're struggling to express to you. Okay? And like, that's why you're watching this, because you know it's something going on. You know it's something going on. So how can my friend right here show up, right? Show up with love, show up in love. How can they show up as love? In love, as love, with love. How can my friends show up as love for their partner that is struggling to express that they need free, they need some variety, they need some free, they need some adventure in their life, they need a trip, So how can they show up? How can my friends show up right here? Come on. You need to show up in your lover card. All right, this is the lover. She straight up, the oracle's like, you need to straight up show up in your lover. You might have got comfortable. Maybe you don't, get sexy no more. Maybe you just walk around the house, and you can be a male or a female, whatever, it don't matter. But you just don't take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself. You need to adorn yourself. Smell good. Don't just be smelling like must. All right, when y'all see each other, right? Put on some. If you like to put on some sexy underwear, put on some sexy underwear. Put some lingerie on. You know what I mean? Like, look good. That's how it's gonna start. Looking good for your partner is a show and sign of respect. It's a show and sign of love. It's a form of feng shui, right? Yes, I adorn myself. I oil myself. I put my jewelry on. My hair is done, right? And now I'm ready to go out. I had a friend. Well, she was a friend of a friend, and she had been married for a very long time. And when she would want her husband to take her out, she developed a system where she would just get dressed. Right? She was like, I would just look amazing, right? When I would see, the next time I would see him, maybe he was at work or whatever was going on. But she was like, I would just get dressed and I would look amazing and I would smell good. And he knew that I'm not just going to sit in the house. So we're either going to go out together or I'm going to go out. And you know what he would do? He would get ready and they would go out. So it's stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, you have to bring the romance. You have to be the one to bring the romance back into your relationship. You have to be the one to bring the flowing river of sensuality back into your relationship. All right? You are supposed to bring the honey, baby. If you watching me, that's your task right now. You bring the honey. Because especially if they bring in some money up in there, right? You need to get back into that. I don't know if you don't work out or that type of stuff, but it's about just being your sexiest self, right? And your sexiest self is your sexiest self. It's not anyone else's sexiest self. You get me? You need to bring the honey back into the relationship. If you want to talk about how you can show up with love and express your love, it's going to start with how you look. Do the feng shui, the feng shui of all of this, right? Put a little light makeup on. Get your hair done. And yes, this is a feminine card, but this is just an archetype, okay? I have a lover too, and when I see my man, I make sure I be looking good. because this is a form of love. It's an expression of love. I'm gonna look good. I'm gonna smell good. Right? I'm gonna look so good. You ain't gonna do number one. Eat me off the bone, baby. Like that's what you need to be bringing into the relationship, and also all like when you're in your lover, ain't you don't need to complain about nothing. Like I said about my friend, like she didn't yammer at her husband and tell him I want to go out. Da, da, da. She just looked the part. I didn't have to say a word. I don't have to complain because I'm cool. I flow like the river when I'm in my lover, when I'm expressing my romantic love. Right? When I'm expressing this version of love, I'm just cool. I'm go with the flow. I'm gonna look good. I'm gonna smell good. I'm gonna feel good to be around. Right? You have to feel good inside of your own body. Right? You have to feed yourself. Right? You have to fill your cup up. And that's how you're gonna guarantee that the relationship is going to be what you want it to be. You want that juicy relationship back? You want that connection? You fill your cup up. You beautify yourself. You level yourself up. Right? Consistently. And watch how you shift and turn this relationship around in a month. You're not just really your marriage. Watch how you add some new vitality into this marriage. Within a month, I can guarantee it. But you gotta start filling your cup up. You gotta start working on yourself. You gotta, and I'm gonna take out the word working because a lover ain't, she ain't, listen, you gotta start beautifying yourself and beautifying your surroundings. You know, hey, bring some flowers into the house. Take a flower bath. You know, I'm not gonna get too deep because the magic comes when you get the one-on-one. I give you the magic, all right, on how to do it because I am a love coach and love is magic. Love is magic. And that's how you do it. All right. But what I can say is you need to beautify yourself. You need to look good. She looks amazing, don't she? She looks sexy. I love this oracle. I love this card. Tap into your inner lover. That's how you show up in this relationship and you bring that juiciness back. Your partner needs some adventure. They need a surprise. Put a new wig on. That kind of thing. But if you listen, to the king and queen that's out there, if you in tune with me, this message is for you. This is a very specific channel. All right. If you want some support in building this empire with your partner, your husband, your wife, your spouse, send me a message. All right. Book me for a one-on-one. And let me support you in bringing the love, the magic back into your relationship. All right. Thanks for tuning in to me, guys. Peace.